Hello all, Mari here from the Center for Family Care. As many states begin to open up, there are a lot of emotions flying around. There's definitely excitement to be allowed back out of our homes, but there's also fear and anxiety as people wonder if it will be safe to go places, to hug friends and family, or even to return to church. These are totally normal and justified feelings, but something important to remember is this verse from Joshua. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. This is such a comforting and powerful reminder for all of us as we begin to return to a somewhat normal life. Going forward, there will be situations and times in which we all worry or doubt. But ultimately, God is in control and He is with us wherever we go and in everything we do. Of course, there are measures we can take to ensure our safety and the safety of others, but beyond that, there really isn't much else that we can do except to continue to pray, continue to place our will at God's feet, and continue to trust that He will be with us every step of the way. I love this quote from Yerende Emilianos of blessed memory. Sometimes what's worse than getting sick is being afraid of getting sick. Leave it to God. Whatever God gives you is best for you. God never gives you a cross without first weighing and measuring it very carefully to make sure that the cross will result in your spiritual growth. This is a good reminder that if we live in fear, we aren't truly living a Christian life. This is the last video from our Comfort Food for Families series. We really have enjoyed coming together with you virtually during these trying times, and we pray that these videos brought a source of comfort to your family's lives. Look out for our summer series, Soak Up the Sun, a weekly video and activities for families starting on Monday, June 15th. This year's theme is The Wonder of Creation. Bye!
Bye.
Have a good summer!
Have a good summer.